There's a little old lady in Colorado. She's been retired for 21 years. She lives in a retirement home. She's been giving $10 and $15 a month to a Democrat lobby group, except they reported her as giving $230,000. She doesn't know anything about it. Nobody wants to talk about it. Where do you think the money really came from? There's this little old lady in Colorado named Sonia Imashi. She's older and she lives in a retirement home. She's been retired for 21 years. I mean, she's really an old lady. She was giving donations of $25 a month to a Democrat fundraising organization, but she couldn't afford it. So she started giving less and she lowered it to $15 a month. And then that was too much. And she lowered it to $10 a month. You get the idea of the amount of money. And this was going to the monster Democrat organization called Actblue. And then Actblue sends the money to Democrat candidates and it's untraceable. So O'Keefe Media Group, that's the guy that used to run Project Veritas. He's on his own now.
Right.
Did some investigation into Actblue and went to this lady, Sonia, and said, you've been giving $10 a month and $15 a month to Actblue? Yes. And that's always what you give? Well, I gave $25, but I'm down to 10 now because that's all I can afford. And then she was asked, Actblue reported you in their federal filings that you've given a total of $230,000 to Actblue. And she goes, well, I'm only giving $10 a month. Let me show you the lady. And she says, and the question was, is your money being stolen from you? And she goes, no, my money's not being stolen. There's nothing there to steal. She doesn't have any money. But what they're doing, apparently, according to O'Keefe Media Group, is using actual donors' names and then funneling dark money through somebody else's name. So you never know where the money's coming from, i.e., overseas, right? Mysterious organizations that don't want their names disclosed, which is federal law. That little old lady I just showed you at $10 a month, that's $120 a year, Will.
Yeah.
She's never seen 50,000, let alone 100,000, let alone 230,000 in after-tax money to give to Actblue. Does that make sense? And
so, my question is the IRS, right? Because the IRS, they come after every single nickel and dime. And when Actblue they're using these people's names for these donations, and the people are not actually doing it, but it's showing up in their name. When you donate to a nonprofit, you're supposed to be able to write that off on your taxes.
Wait a minute, hold it. That doesn't count. A political donation is never.
You can't write that off.
No, because it's not a 501c3 or C4 under the IRS designations. You have to be a designated charity. Actblue is a lobby group that elects people.
Oh, so they can just take however much money from the individuals and then they can launder it to the Democrats however they see fit.
Yeah, and so Actblue was confronted about this, and they said, quote, Republicans simply cannot accept that millions of Democrats are energized and engaged in the political process.
Wow.
So they're lying, I guess.
No, they're lying.
Because this little lady that gives $10 a month that has no other money did not give $230,000. And according to O'Keefe Media Group, they're finding lots and lots and lots of these retirees being credited with hundreds of donations, mounting into hundreds of thousands of dollars, not having any idea where the money came from.
Yeah.
Because they've never had, she had to cut from 15 down to 10 a month because that's all she could afford because she lives in a retirement home and she's been retired for 21 years.
I wonder how she feels about this happening with her name.
She barely understands it. I saw the video. She barely understands. Well, I give $10 every month. I don't think I gave $230,000. And she's a very nice old lady. She has no idea.
TDS doesn't care about your age. That's the only reason why people donate to Actblue, because of TDS.
I guess
that's the only reason.
It's upsetting to me that they're getting away with it. It really is upsetting to me.